Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Mirabel. If you're new to this channel, thank you for clicking on this video. Don't forget to subscribe before leaving, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Well guys, in today's video I'll be speaking on the things we need to invest in our 20s, and we'll be having the second part as promised. Well guys, in the first part I spoke about investing in our finances, investing in our relationships and in our friendships, and also I spoke about investing in finding our passion, our talents, and things that are dear to our hearts, the things we love to do. Well guys, in today's video I would also be sharing other things that I feel are important to invest in our 20s. And without further ado, let's go right into today's video. One thing that I would say is important in our 20s is finding ourselves. Who are you? What do you stand for? What are your core values? What are your negotiables? What are your non-negotiables? What are your deal breakers? What are the things that you know you will stand for in any place and at any time? You will defend it with your life. Our 20s are those years where we take a stand for what we stand for, if that makes any sense. So what do I mean by our core values? Is it humility? Is it loyalty? Or are you someone that you hate people that are prideful? Or you love people you can trust, so trust is very dear to your heart because you want to trust the people that you deal with? Is trust dear to your heart? What are your deal breakers? What are the things that you know that you would never allow? You will never shake your standards for, you would never change your mind about? These are the times for us to determine those things. And you might ask that why do I feel like it's important in our 20s? I feel like in our 20s we have a better perception of things, we have more clarity concerning things as compared to our teenage years. Our 20s we are able to be more perceptive to topics, to issues, to life in general. And due to this fact, our mind is more open, we are more open-minded and understanding of life and the things that come with it. So that's why I feel like our 20s are those years where we get to invest in things such as our core values. You know, in our teenage years you could say, oh, I don't like this, I don't like that. But when you get into your 20s, you see that, oh, this was not so bad, I just didn't understand it. Or you will see reasons as to why you said initially in your teenage years that you don't want this thing. You're able to defend it and you're able to give a reason that is understandable. And people will say that, yes, you understand what you're speaking about. People will say that, yes, you understand what you're talking about. You know what you stand for. And you know, and nothing is going to shake your mind off it. So our 20s are those years to invest in such things as our core values and finding ourselves, the things that we love doing, the things that are dear to our hearts. As I said in the previous video, the pattern of this video, I said that our 20s are those years where we get to find our purpose in life. What is your purpose? What have you been called to do? What is that life that God has called you to live? Our 20s are those years where we get to find those purpose. And some people are quite lucky, they find it early, and some people will tell you that they don't feel like they have any purpose. They're just here to live, work, build a family, build a life, go to work, come back, take care of the family, take care of the kids, which is all right if they feel like that is their purpose. I mean, building a family is also a purpose because it's one of the things that God sent us into earth to do, to go into the world and multiply. So I mean, that could be your purpose. But I'm also of the thought process that everyone has a purpose, be it building a family, be it in work. It could even be that you are at work for just a person. Your purpose could be changing the mindset of just one person. It could be for a particular family. Your purpose may be for a country. Your purpose may be for a sect of people. But as I said, I believe that everyone has their own purpose. And how will you find your purpose, you may ask me? We go on to talk about what you're passionate about, what God is always placing in your heart, what God is always driving your thoughts to, what your mind is always going to. And you're seeing this thing in your dream, you're waking up, you're seeing it, you're passing by someone you don't know, the person is speaking about it. Where is that place you love to serve? What do you love serving? What service do you like giving? Your purpose could be in your service. Your purpose could be in the things you love doing. Your purpose could be in helping. Your purpose could be in something as little as being a lending hand. So When I say purpose, I don't mean something gigantic like you go stand in the middle of the ocean to minister to people. No, yours could be that, but it's not. It doesn't have to be something so bogus. Your purpose could be something you might see as minute, but seeing as it is your purpose to God, it's a very big thing because that is your assignment. So basically, our 20s are those years for us to determine and see what our assignment is on earth. Contrary to popular opinion, I also believe that our 20s are the years for us to invest in self love. I mean, no one will love you for you. No one can love you for you. No one can love you the way you love you. And no one can do it right like you do. In fact, if I do say so myself, the way you love yourself would also teach people how to love you. So, our 20s are those years for us to invest in self love. Like, be so high in self-love that no one can tell you anything about yourself, that you will believe it actually. You know, in our 20s, we go through growing, we go through changes in our body, changes in our mindset, changes in the way we look, changes in how we see ourselves, even how we see the way we think. We could start thinking, why am I even thinking like this? But we don't understand that we are growing, we are maturing. You know, a lot of changes are happening that we're not even seeing. We just wake up one day and we are taller than we are yesterday, or we look different than we were yesterday. So a lot of things are happening, and you could tend to feel like, oh, I don't like the way I look now, I don't like the way I speak now, I don't like the way I easily get tired right now, I don't like the way I forget about things right now, I don't like the way I'm so focused in school that I don't even have time to take care of myself, or I'm so focused in work I don't have time for myself. It's normal. I will tell you, it is totally normal. But this is why I said this is the time for you to invest in self-love, be high in self-love, because it's so easy for you to let go of yourself and then you start feeling down, and you won't be the one to start putting yourself down, beating yourself down, and people will only treat you the way you treat yourself. So in as much as the stress of life may get in the way, in as much as things may get so overwhelming, I would say this is when you should be high on self-love most. In fact, never stop loving yourself, either in your 20s, in your 30s, in your 40s, in your 50s, and so on and so forth. Even as you grow, never stop pouring back into yourself. Never stop loving yourself. In fact, as you grow each day, let the love you have for yourself, let it grow. As you go, let it go. You know, let it go together. Let them be parallel to each other. As you're growing, let your love also be increasing for yourself. No one can love you like you do. No one can love you for you. So never forget that. Also, I would say our 20s are those years for us to find God for ourselves. It's so easy, especially if you grew up in church, your parents put you in church from early age, from the young age. You know, you go to church, in fact you're in the choir, or you're an usher, you're a worker in church, you're an admin, in fact, you know, but that does not determine your relationship with God. So I would say our 20s are those years for us to find our relationship with God, to build our relationship with God outside church, outside what we are being taught in church, but in our inner corner, inside our house, where no one is there. Do we also still have a relationship with God? This is the time for us to find God for ourselves, to hear God speak to us in numerous beautiful ways, to know what God is saying to us, know what God is saying concerning our lives. I mean, it's okay to go to church, it's normal to go to church, it's fine going to church, but some people, once they leave church, their relationship is done with God. They are done till the next Sunday, where they go sit down on the pew, or they decide to work with their workers, you know. But it's not cool living that way. I will just put it out there that way. It's not cool living that way. You also still have to build a relationship with God outside church. And as I said earlier on, our 20s are those years where we have more clarity concerning life, where we're able to be more perceptible to things that are happening. We have a better understanding. So this is also when we're able to understand and learn how to build a relationship with God. Some people even are able to do it earlier on, but everyone's time is different. But be intentional about your walk with God. Make sure that you are walking with God intentionally, like your life depended on it, because, well, actually your life depends on it. believe it or not. So I would just say our 20s are the years for us to also find God for ourselves, know God for ourselves, love God for ourselves. No one will do it for you. No one will serve God for you. No one will build a relationship with God for you. You have to do it yourself. It's something you have to do. You have to connect to God by yourself. So as we're investing in the finances, as we're investing in a good life, in a better life, as we're investing in our relationships, as we're investing in our marriages, in our jobs, in our school, in our career, whatever it is that we're investing in, let's also endeavor to invest in building a solid relationship with God. Well, guys, that will be all for today's video on investing in our 20s. Let me know in the comment section what you are investing in your 20s, what you are investing in, what is it you are big on right now, what is it that you're doing right now that is so important for you in your 20s. Let us know in the comment section down below, and also you could share with us what you have learned from this video if you learned something. And well, guys, if you're yet to subscribe, please don't forget to, and don't forget to like, share, comment. Yeah, guys, until my next video, bye.